Hello and welcome to 60 Second Retro Gamer. I am Simon Pryor, joining me as ever Rich Hatton,
Guten Abend,
Ant Tremaine,
Bonjour.
And yet again from our movie review podcasts, Tommy Dempsey.
Hello.
Who
Can't think of a language to say.
he'll
Hola. Yeah, I was going to suggest it.
Hola, como están?
Senor.
So Tommy's here, but he'll probably just chip in with a random inane comment now and again because he doesn't really play games.
Such as chlamydia.
Yeah.
Herpes.
No idea why, but so today's review is for Chu Chu Rocket, initially on the Dreamcast and since released on a plethora of different consoles. Thank you.
That is a nice word.
I like
that
plethora. I've just recently purchased it for the iPhone. And it was also on the Game Boy Advance, which I've also got it on as well somewhere. And I can't think of anywhere else it's been, but yeah, iOS and Game Boy Advance certainly. So, Chu Chu Rocket. Generally speaking, it's your. Well, you've got to guide some mice to a goal, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't actually know. I don't even know if there is a story.
I don't think there is.
I think
and
it's
space cats.
Yeah, it's something to do with space mice and space cats, and you've got to guide your space rats
to their ship.
To the ship, so that you don't get eaten by the space cats. I think they're called Kapu Kapus.
Kapu Cat, yeah, makes sense. See, there was always back in the days when we all had Game Boy Advances. This is one of those games that, along with Kururin, I rather enjoyed. I just wish that I could actually capture that because that is one of the best games I've ever played on a handheld.
We need a multi-tap thing.
Yeah.
Play it multiplayer.
That's it. Happy days.
We need to be back in sixth form.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a way to go to Abertawe, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Swansea in the modern tongue. to include the other player. So yes. We're watching some of the game clips. This is something new.
Very often, I'm trying to work out how you actually did this in the
I don't think I did.
I don't think you did, no. I think you went back to level 1.
Yeah, to be fair, the game is extremely...
It's easy to get into.
Play, but it's
hard to master.
Very difficult to... I mean, essentially, it is just a puzzle game, and... you know, you are on a board of varying sizes, and you have to guide your mice to the end using
arrows.
Set amount of arrows which change their direction.
Because what they do, I think this is quite an interesting game technique, is they tell you which arrows you need to use, but they don't tell you where to put them.
Well, yeah.
No.
So, which is...
that's your own discretion.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, there's obviously going to be one clear way of completing the game, but it's the whole key of the game is to actually work out yourself how you go about doing so.
Yeah.
And it's lots of trial and error as we're discovering what you're trying to play stage 24.
I don't know exactly... Oh, so close. I don't exactly know how many levels there are in this game, but this is only level 24, and it's already... It's extremely difficult.
It's a pain in the buttocks.
Yeah. I mean, that's about it. I mean, you've got to guide your mice to the end without getting eaten, or without the cats getting to your rocket first.
It's not a euphemism.
It could be.
Without the pussy getting to your rocket first.
Yeah, it could be, but it really isn't.
Oh no!
So, I mean, that's it.
Is that a cat? Is that supposed to be a cat?
Yeah, they're supposed to be
they're
cats.
space cats.
Yeah.
They don't have arms.
Enough said.
Was that space radiation that did that? Or...
More than likely.
Probably.
And that blue splurge at the bottom there is their rocket. Or in the middle there.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't a blue arrow.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That technique
so that's
already.
essentially gameplay. Music, it's typical cutesy Japanese puzzle game, really, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
Which is probably why they're not just called cats
yeah.
and mice.
A game of such as this could only come out of the mind of
Some Japanese
It's the
madman.
people that developed Sonic.
yes,
It was their second game, I think, after Sonic Adventure.
Sonic Team.
Oh, I did
Oh, you
do
did
it.
do
Hey!
Only just.
Sonic Adventure, which wasn't very good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Which I've actually got on my to review list.
Yeah.
Oh, are you doing that one?
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
so.
no, that's okay.
This is the one you couldn't do.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it. I mean, the levels obviously start off easy as breathing, and then it just gets incredibly hard
And harder.
and
And harder.
I assume.
And harder.
But I mean, I don't really know how many levels there are at the end of the game. I can see how I'm meant to do this. I need to go up one there. That's how you should do it. I don't know.
No.
But anyway, that's it. I mean, they've got some multiplayer on there.
Yeah, because there was online multiplayer at the time as well.
There
wasn't
was,
there?
yeah. They're very revolutionary. I also, I mean, you can do battles, but don't play
Yeah.
against the computer, as you'll
Yeah,
probably see
I
in the
did.
review.
We
I
did
was
on the
winning,
capture.
and then I got butt raped.
Quite literally.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
And my lead was decimated.
I can see the appeal on having a 4-player game, and that's the reason why I bought my extra pads.
Yeah.
So at some point we could actually give it a go and actually play a 4-player Dreamcast Frenzy with its innovative use of putting 4 ports on the front of the console. Who knew Nintendo would steal that idea? So okay, So yeah, there was a bit of an online mode. I can't imagine it being particularly good at the time, given that it was all based on 56k infrastructure.
Probably not, but then...
But
you know,
I never had a Dreamcast at the time.
At the
so.
time, it was probably revolutionary.
Yeah.
I
Whereas-
can remember going round my friend's house just so that we could surf the net on his Dreamcast.
I mean, I think the problem with the Dreamcast, it's a really great console, but it was ahead of its time. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, it failed. Really, internet, 4-player, online multiplayer stuff.
Who would have known that several years down the line?
I bought a newspaper.
I bought
It's in that area, isn't it?
And then they brought out better consoles.
Yeah, I mean, control-wise as well, the game's
it's-
really simple. It's place arrows, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
Move
You
up
can-
and down using your analog sticks.
And and then you can make the game go faster by holding one of the triggers down.
Yep.
That's it.
That's about it.
There really is nothing to. I mean, the only other thing that it did have going for it was the fact that you could make your own levels and post them on the internet.
Yes, yeah,
Which I suppose is a good thing.
indeed.
But it's not one of those games you could probably get onto online anymore and
probably
download
should.
some levels from.
They
So,
probably
I
shut
know-
the servers down.
I know there are a few fan servers that have stayed up, where they oh god, what game is it? Fantasy Star Online, I think it is.
oh yeah.
There are sort of some servers that are maintained by fans, but you need to be able to get your Dreamcast online in the first place.
Right.
Because you need to have the correct modem set up, and there is a way of, because obviously it was configured for 56k. There is a way of getting your Dreamcast online using broadband, but there's, I've never really looked into how to do it. So.
No.
There is a broadband adapter for it. I
Yeah.
know that. Yeah.
So the option is out there to get online with it, because obviously people love retro games.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the Dreamcast, I don't think there were many games that actually needed the online mode.
No. I mean, this is probably one of the few that maybe worked, but at the end of the day, it's
There's still lots to be doing without even using the
yeah. I
system.
mean, as I say, I only ever played up to a few levels on it.
Yeah.
And probably got stuck. So.
Yeah, 24, 25, I think.
Yep. That's my
Um,
limit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there really is a lot else you can say about it.
No,
It's
not
just
really.
one of those-
It's one of those puzzle games that you can put hours and hours into and only get to stage 25, for example.
Yeah.
That was a very subtle.
Pardon me. So 3 games you'd recommend. I would certainly say Kururin from a
Yep.
puzzling perspective. You can only get it on the Game
What
Boy
was that one
Advance.
with the ball?
What, Monkey Ball?
No. He had like a beach ball.
That game is so rare now. I
Yeah,
don't know which one
on
he's about.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
And you were like a beach ball, and you had to move the scenery around and roll this ball around
Yeah,
and
I
avoid
remember.
Or
like,
like Marble
spikes.
Madness type.
Yeah.
That-
Oh shit.
I
Is
had
that
a- my
Super
friend-
Monkey Ball's in that area as
my
well.
friend had a demo of that, but that game now is like really rare.
Oh, what was it called? Something like Cooler.
Cooler Shaker.
That's a band.
Damn.
What was it fucking called? Because that would be ideal to match up to this.
Let me see if I can find the name of it.
I know it
PlayStation.
was on PlayStation and it was...
Cooler World.
That's the one. That's the fucker.
I wasn't
Yeah.
far off with Shaker.
I said
No.
Cooler. No, I was right with that. That was just a guess.
Okay, we'll go Cooler World. As
Yeah,
well.
that was...
Apparently it's available on the PlayStation Network.
Oh, not that rare then.
Well, no, I mean, I mean to have it as a
As
game.
a hard copy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also known as Rollaway in the US, so or Cooler Quest in Japan. So if any of our listeners are from said countries, it has a different name.
Yes.
I'm just going to.
We know it as Cooler World.
I'm going to call it Cooler Shaker because
Just because you can.
yeah, but I think it's on the PlayStation Network. So
I might have to try and hunt that game down because that was...
Original copies
Fucking
can
hard.
cost
Oh,
over
yeah.
£60 due to its rarity.
but PlayStation Network 350, and it was released November 07, so it was one of the first PS1 classics on the network.
There you go.
But originally released in Europe in July '98.
Okay, now I remember when that first came out as well.
Main objective of the game is to collect keys, which unlock the level exits,
That's it.
as well as coins and jewels along the way. Makes use of alternative physics, changing the direction of gravity as the ball moves. So-
Because you could sort of go over the edge of the square and then go underneath it.
Yeah.
And work your way around.
Yeah.
It's really clever.
So, okay, Cooler World, Kururin,
And Monkey Ball.
yeah, we'll go for Monkey
I
Ball.
was going to say Tetris, but
Oh no, yeah.
no, I don't think-
Tetris is the boring option. Let's go for the new Tetris on the N64 because it's a bit different.
Okay, but how about Tetris 3D, which is coming out on the 3DS?
Oh my good lord.
No,
How
you're
about-
alright.
No.
No.
How about I'll stick with
No, you've given up.
N64.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's enough of that one.
24. This is on normal, and you've almost finished normal. So this is stage 1, where you've got lots of space mice, 1 arrow. Benny Hill style.
Yeah. And they make such a delightful squeaky noise when they go in. They sort of go
Yeah.
meep, 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 meep. And if you put it on Super Mice, it's like meep, 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 meep.
And when they get eaten, the cats sort of go.
It also just explodes.
Yeah.
And that weird noises.
Okay, then,
But I
so...
really can't say much else about it apart from it's one of those must-have Dreamcast games.
Mine
Yep.
was fun.
I made sure I had it when I first bought the console. So it's
I
all
think
good.
the other one I probably need is Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, that's on my list. So, right, okay, well, thank you for listening if you have been. As always, contact us through email, info@randomstoke.com, website, www.randomstoke.com, facebook.com/randomstoke,
It's touched me in the nose.
Twitter, @randomstoke or @hugegreenburger. So, we'll be back very shortly with another exciting episode. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Children.
Bye bye.